Kings and Queens, top of the day. I hope you guys having a safe and wonderful, blessed day. And if no one told you so far, God loves you, and I love you, and I hope you love yourself even more. I hope you get everything done that you need to do. Make goals, not for long-term goals. Just make a daily goal. So, welcome to all. Thank you for viewing. Don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Queen 318 Revolutionary Diva, House of Queens TV, and we are back with another one. Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but it has came out that it was a 13-year-old boy that got K.I. double hockey sticks by a homeowner. And it's conflicting stories with this because they don't know if the young man was breaking into cars. They have seen where it was a car broken into. They said allegedly that he was with two other young boys, and I guess they got away. I don't know. So the two boys need to come forward if this was said to happen. But from what reports have said is that the little boy was unarmed. He didn't have anything on him to suggest that he was breaking into cars. But my thing is this. I'm not trying to blame him at all, so do not misuse my words. My thing is this. I don't know what time it was, and he was 13. He was a teenager. Why he didn't have his ass in the fucking house on a school night? And I tell my sister this all the time with her son. Why is that child not in that fucking house at this time of night? But that doesn't give the homeowner the right to shoot and then take out this young man. So if we're going to play devil's advocate, we have to play devil's advocate. If his ass would have been in the house, this wouldn't happen. But it doesn't give the man a right to shoot someone because he assumed, he thought that this boy was breaking into somebody's car. So you call the police before you shot or after you shot? Because they said when the police arrived on the scene, he was giving CPR to the young boy. When he's just a good person all around, first she gonna shoot the child, and then he gave him CPR. Ooh, he's such an angel. Child. And so we also have another story lined up after this, where a police officer had taken out two teenager girls in a high-speed chase.
First told you about this happening on Saturday. Police say Karan Blake was shot multiple times after a homeowner saw him allegedly breaking into cars. This happened Saturday at around 4 a.m. on Quincy Street and Michigan Avenue in Northeast. That's down the street from Brookland Middle School. Ardea Gonzalez joins us live from that neighborhood tonight with the latest on this investigation. What are you learning, Dee?
You know, friends and family members, community members as well came by this block, and they didn't want to go on camera, but they did share with us that Karan Blake was loved and his life mattered. You can see that they left some flowers here in memory of that 13-year-old boy who lost his life Saturday morning here on this very block, the 1000 block of Quincy Street. Street Northeast. Now, police say Blake was not armed, but the man who pulled the trigger lives in this very block. They say he's a registered gun owner, and he was performing CPR on the boy, we're told, when police arrived. An outpouring of grief on social media for a mild-mannered middle schooler who just last week was gripping this book about peacemaker Gandhi. Sadly, 13-year-old Karan Blake was violently killed early Saturday morning, shot multiple times by a man only being identified as a homeowner in the 1000 block of Quincy Street Northeast.
If you feel that there is a public safety issue in or around your home, call 911. That is the appropriate thing to do.
But instead of calling 911, neighbors say after hearing noises, the homeowner stepped out of his house to confront the boy, who was allegedly breaking into cars. After some sort of confrontation, shots were fired.
We would rather be talking about a 13-year-old going to school today than to talk about him being killed on one of our streets. And I am incredibly saddened by that.
WUSA 9 has learned Blake had a troubled childhood, in and out of the care of Child and Family Services since the age of 6, according to a close teacher. In August 2021, D.C. police issued this missing persons flyer when then 11-year-old Blake disappeared from his Brookland neighborhood.
There are many, many kids, however, who are vulnerable, who are at risk, and who have already demonstrated that they will use guns and that they will commit crime. And so what I want everybody to know, in our city, we have programs and services for each of them.
Brookland school principals sent a letter home to families with resources for grief counseling and coping with trauma, saying in part, let us join in sending love and support to their family as they grieve this devastating loss. Back here live in Brookland, not only will the mayor have a meeting with school leaders Wednesday to talk about youth violence right there at Turkey Thicket, the rec center just right across the street, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, a community meeting held by Ward 5 council member Zachary Parker. He will talk to community members and stakeholders about this situation. He goes on to say that, quote, a car or material possession is not worth a life under any circumstances. The U.S. Attorney's Office still investigating.
Okay, they want to say that, whoop, whoop, whoop. But the guy did not go to jail. He was not arrested, from what other reports have came out to say. I don't even think he was even taken into custody. So that is only alleged. That's what other reports have came out to say, that the homeowner did not get arrested. He didn't even get taken into custody. He just got questioned on what happened. And again, like this lady said, and I hate they always want to bring up someone's past, because like I said, he was unarmed and it was alleged that he was breaking this one's car. It's not said to be proven that. So again, you heard someone breaking, you heard some noises, and you came out with a gun and started shooting. So sad, so sad. But you have to take that up with God. Next case. Okay, let me give you a little backstory about this case. I'm from Louisiana, and I'm from a small town in Louisiana where we don't have helicopters in our town. So where they were saying that normally when you have a high speed chase, it's normal for the cops to dispatch the following parish, because in Louisiana we call parishes, not cities, and stuff like that. So you will alert the next parish or whatever, or you will alert a helicopter. So this happened in Baton Rouge. Another case you want to come in? I did not know the sound was on. My apologies, you guys. So anyways, so they said normally when it's a high-speed chase going on, that you're supposed to alert the helicopters or the following parishes. Okay, like I said, in my little small town, we don't have helicopters. We don't have helicopters. and I was not aware that there was such a thing should be done. I was telling this to the dude. Okay, so I don't understand that the cop was charged for this murder when the two girls was in the car with said person that was driving, and due to them in a car with this person that they came to their demise. The cop was doing their job. I understand if the girls would have said, "Let me out the car," and the driver said no, that's understandable. But you can't blame the cop for this accident, and that's my opinion only, because they was in the car with someone that didn't care about their lives. The cop was doing his job, and I stand on that. And anyways, if you hear, thank you so much. Go ahead and thumbs up if you want to do so. I really appreciate it if you thumbs up the content. Also, if you're here for the first time, welcome over here to House of Queens TV. Subscribe to the channel if you want to do so. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Just say, hey, I subscribe. Thank you. Let's go and continue with this content.
Investigators say contributed to the deaths of 2 teenage girls killed in a crash in Baton Rouge following a police chase. Baton Rouge police say it all started when this man, 24-year-old Tyquel Sanders, broke into a home, stealing a car and leading police on a chase when he refused to pull over. Now, at some point during that pursuit, investigators say that a police unit T-boned a car. Now, Bruley High School identified the passengers of that vehicle as their school cheerleaders Maggie Dunn and Caroline Gill, both of whom died there at the scene. Tyquel Sanders was eventually caught and arrested, but we are learning now that the West Baton Rouge...
Okay. From the story that came out to me last night, early this morning, said that the girls was in the car with the driver that was they pursuing. So now it comes out that the cop have T-boned another vehicle. So my apologies for the statement that I made. And I am adult enough to recognize if I made a mistake and correct it. Like I said, that the information that I have received last night, early this morning, that the girls was in the car with the guy that was running away from the police officers.
Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office has a warrant out for the arrest of an Addis police officer reportedly involved in that deadly pursuit. The report states he is going to be charged with 2 counts of negligent homicide and 1 count of negligent injury.
All right.
Okay, so this is, I guess, for the 2 girls that got taken out by the cop in a high-speed chase. This is the candlelit memorial at their school, because both of the girls were teenagers and it was cheerleaders. So let's hear a little bit from their family and friends. And again, my apologies for the statement that I made. Like I said, the story that I have received earlier, late last night or this morning, was different from what these reports have came out. So like I said, I am grown enough and I'm adult enough to correct my mistakes. Okay, let me try to get this sorted.
Infectious smile. She had the biggest smile, and on Friday night she was always so loud.
If I could tell Maggie one more thing, it would be that I love you. I'm going to always be there for your family. I'm really close with your sister. You're like another little sister to me.
On New Year's Eve day, the teens were killed in a crash involving a police officer. Addis police officer David Cawthron was on a pursuit trying to stop Tyquel Sanders, who reportedly stole a car in East Baton Rouge Parish. The pursuit led to a crash on LA 1 in Bruley, where the girls were hit and died. Caroline's brother Liam was in the back seat of the car. He's fighting to stay alive. Officer Cawthron and Sanders have been arrested.
Completely and absolutely innocent lives were lost.
Jared Ambo represents Caroline's family. He says the family wants accountability.
Did they follow their procedure? Did they follow the protocols they have in place in order to make the right call about whether or not to pursue someone and whether or not to pursue someone at high speed?
The team cherishes one of their last memories, celebrating Christmas.
It's not just any team or sport. We are a family.
So again, thank you everyone for viewing my content. So go ahead and subscribe if you're here for the first time if you want to do so. Thumbs up the content. Leave a comment in the comment section so I know what you thought about this content. And life sometimes is hard and sometimes it's good, but put your faith in God. He will see you through. I love you, God love you, and I hope you love yourself even more. Keep it in mind, it will get greater later. And I just want everyone to have a safe and wonderful, blessed day today. Also, I will be back later on this evening to give you guys some more content. Bye, you guys. Love you more.